They say, there is one man who walks the earth unseen, a man of mystery, carrying knowledge too powerful, too divine, too dangerous for the ordinary mind. His name, hidden. His duty, eternal. With permission from Allah, he knows the secrets of time, past, present, and future. His steps aren't bound by space. He moves through centuries as easily as you breathe. And he leaves signs for those who truly seek. He is not just a man, he's a guardian of wisdom, a traveler between realms. A figure mentioned in the Quran, yet cloaked in riddles. His name is not revealed directly, but those who know. This is the servant of Allah spoken of in Surah Al-Kahf, the one who holds knowledge that even a prophet was sent to learn from. Who is he? Welcome to the story of Khidr, al-Khidr, a being of secrets, a keeper of divine purpose. With Allah's permission, he appears across ages and lands. You may have seen him before, a stranger on the road, a quiet face in a crowd, someone who helped you, then vanished. He takes on faces you've never known, and sometimes faces you have. But how is he still alive? How can one man live through millennia untouched by death, waiting until the day of judgment? Some scholars trace his bloodline back to Hazrat Adam, alayhi salam, perhaps the son of Qabil, or from the line of Sam, the son of Nuh, alayhi salam. Others believe he and Ilyas, Elijah, were cousins, yet the truth remains wrapped in mystery. The Prophet Muhammad once said he was called al-Khidr because wherever he sat, life would bloom and dry grass turned green under him. He carries knowledge not from books or learning, but from Allah directly. Al-Ilm al-Ladunni, a sacred secret knowledge. And yes, many believe he still walks among us. One ancient narration tells of how Khidr, alayhi salam, and Dhul-Qarnayn sought the water of life, a hidden spring deep in the darkness of the earth. Dhul-Qarnayn didn't reach it, but Khidr did. He drank, and from that day his life became unlike ours. He doesn't eat unless he wills to. He does not age as we do. He lives in what scholars call the second life, a phase between life and death, where time holds no meaning. He serves a divine purpose. Some spiritual masters say there's a station, Maqam al-Khidr, a spiritual level where one meets him, learns from him, walks briefly in his world. But few ever reach that path. For Khidr appears only in moments of extreme need, when the heart cries out in truth and helplessness. He comes to guide, and then disappears again, with knowledge gifted from the heavens. Khidr can appear in multiple places at once. He helps the faithful when all seems lost. He lifts burdens, but in silence. He is the unseen helper you didn't know was there. He's not bound by form. Sometimes he appears as a young man, sometimes as an elder. Sometimes he simply passes by, unnoticed. In a hadith reported by Al-Bara, it is said 4 prophets are still alive. 2 are in the heavens, Isa, Jesus, and Idris, Enoch, and 2 walk the earth, Ilyas and Khidr. He is not a messenger, but many scholars say he is a prophet with a special mission, one that has no end. Until Qiyamah, Khidr and Ilyas meet every night by the wall of Dhul-Qarnayn. Every year, they perform Hajj together. 1 sip of Zamzam water is enough for them, for an entire year. It is narrated that when Adam alayhi salam was about to pass away, he told his children, Allah will surely send punishment to the earth. Keep my body in a cave until the land becomes safe again. When the flood of Nuh, alayhi salam, came, his sons carried that body but didn't bury it. Later, Khidr appeared, and he was the one who finally buried Adam. For this act, Allah granted him a life beyond time. Imam Rabbani once wrote, I saw Khidr and Ilyas in spiritual form. They spoke with me, souls so powerful they could take human shape whenever they wished. But the most famous part of his story? His meeting with Musa, alayhi salam. It begins after the drowning of Pharaoh. Musa, alayhi salam, led his people to freedom. One day someone asked, O Musa, is there anyone on earth more knowledgeable than you? And Musa replied, I do not know of any. Allah revealed instantly, there is a servant at the junction of the two seas who holds knowledge even you do not have. Musa, determined to find this man, set out with his young companion Yusha, Joshua. Allah told him, bring a fish in a basket. Where it disappears, that's where my servant is. They traveled far. When they rested near a rock, the fish came alive and swam into the sea. Later, Yusha remembered, but by then, they had already walked far ahead. When Musa heard, they turned back, and there at the meeting of the seas, they found a cloaked man, Khidr. Musa introduced himself. Are you the one Allah mentioned? Khidr said. Yes, but you cannot bear what I do. You won't understand. Musa begged, Insha'Allah, I will be patient. Khidr agreed, but warned, do not question me until I explain. So the journey began. First, they boarded a poor fisherman's boat. Khidr damaged it, cutting into the hull. Musa, shocked, cried out, What are you doing? You'll drown us. Khidr replied, Did I not say you would not be patient? Next, they came upon a child. Khidr killed the boy. Musa was horrified. How could you kill an innocent child? Again, Khidr said, Did I not say you would not be patient? Last, they entered a cold, hostile town. No one offered them hospitality. Yet Khidr repaired a broken wall in that town. Musa said, You did all this and didn't even ask for a reward? Khidr stopped. This is where we part ways. Then he explained, the boat belonged to poor men. A tyrant king was seizing every good ship. I damaged it so it would be spared. The boy was going to grow into a tyrant. He would drag his pious parents into disbelief. Allah wished to replace him with a better child. And the wall belonged to 2 orphans. Beneath it was their treasure. Had it fallen, the people would have stolen it. Allah wanted it protected until they were grown. And then Khidr added, None of these actions were mine. They were the command of my Lord. One drop of knowledge from Khidr showed Musa and all of us how vast the unseen truly is. Once a bird came to the sea and drank a single drop. Khidr told Musa, This drop is like my knowledge. The sea is the knowledge of Allah. The Prophet said, May Allah have mercy on Musa. I wish he had remained patient so we could have learned more. It is believed that Khidr will remain until the very end, until every true believer is taken, and only disbelievers remain before the final hour. So next time you see a stranger, a kind soul in a time of hardship, ask yourself, was it him? In a world full of chaos, loss, and confusion, remember, every being in creation has a role. Every storm, Every moment of despair, every act of kindness, it all has a purpose. The rocks, the rain, the air, the fire, all obey His will, so trust the unseen. And if you ever meet a stranger, treat them with kindness. Because one day, just maybe, it will be Khidr. May Allah forgive our sins, protect us from the grave, the fire of Jahannam, and the terrors of Qiyamah. Ameen. If this story moved your heart, hit like, subscribe, and drop your favorite personal prayer in the comments. And if you've ever felt the presence of someone different, divine, we'd love to hear your story. See you in the next video, inshallah.